Thor: Love and Thunder, all spoilers explained. The titular character, Chris Hemsworth, starts on a journey for personal improvement in this first chapter of Thor: Love and Thunder. He's still recovering from the anguish of being abandoned 8 years after he and Dr. Jane Foster, Natalie Portman, split up. Thunder is falling, but his heroics suffer since he isn't receiving the adoration he needs. When Sif discovers that Gore, the god butcher, Christian Bale, has been slaughtering gods across the universe, all of his wailings must halt. Jamie Alexander. When Gore attacks New Asgard, Thor is surprised to see a new hero dressed in his guise and brandishing Mjolnir in the peaceful fishing village. Hello everyone and welcome to another video on our channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at Thor: Love and Thunder, all spoilers explained. Yeah, you heard it right, so let's start our video. Jane was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer after Thor and Jane parted up, and therapy has not been effective. Thor's feelings for Jane and Mjolnir bonded the two, and when Thor used Stormbreaker, Mjolnir reached out to Jane in her hour of need, something none of them were aware of at the time. When Gore kidnaps all of the Asgardian children from their hamlet, Jane takes on the role of Mighty Thor, a god-given strength with limited physical health. These characters are forced to go on a quest to persuade the other gods to take action against Gore, which fails since the other gods are only concerned with their own interests. Thor, Jane, and Valkyrie have a horrific run-in with Gore while they're in the Shadow Realm with Gore and Jane, and things worsen. Gore will be able to reach eternity without the assistance of Valkyrie, but she will perish if she uses Mjolnir again. Because of the damage done to Thor's Stormbreaker, they can also not rescue the children from Gore. Thor arrives at the center of the cosmos, leaving Jane and Valkyrie behind. While initially working with the Guardians of the Galaxy, he instead decides to enlist the help of the children of Asgard and other locales in his fight against Gore's shadow monsters. He bestows the power of his thunder to Axel, Kieran Aldir, and the other kids for a brief period, and they go on a rampage against Gore's shadow monsters. Of course, this is the best part of the movie. During the final battle, one of the fallen sculptures is that of a Celestial, which implicitly ties Thor: Love and Thunder with the Eternals while not being named. Thor and Gore square off again, with Zeus' Thunderbolt giving Thor the upper hand for the bulk of the battle. Gore, on the other hand, almost kills Thor with the Necro Sword as the struggle progresses. This time, Jane resolves to pick up Mjolnir one more time to go out in a blaze of glory, foretelling Thor's death. Thor's unhappy when she arrives at the center of the universe because he knows her bravery will cost her her life. Jane attacks Gore as Thor battles Gore to prevent Stormbreaker from unlocking the gateway to eternity. When they were at Omnipotent City, Zeus, Russell Crowe, assumed Gore couldn't get to eternity, but he was incorrect. Gore was able to open the doorway after stealing Thor's Stormbreaker and asked eternity to slay all of the gods for him. They are both freed from the weapons that had kept them alive until they reached the Shadow Realm when Gore disclosed that he too was dying slowly, much like Jane. At the 11th hour, as he kneels before eternity, Gore changes his mind about destroying the gods to exact revenge on them for abandoning him after his daughter died. Gore's sadness at witnessing his daughter's death brought him back to him by watching Thor hold Jane. Drives Thor to explain that he would rather spend his final moments with her than fight or try to stop him. Instead of eradicating all creation, eternity is urged to bring his daughter back to life. That's the issue. He's dying and doesn't want her to be alone. Thor will look after his daughter, and neither he nor his daughter will be alone in the end. Eternity creates love, and Gore and his daughter are reconciled before Gore dies. Mjolnir's last laugh and kiss before she fades to stardust in his arms reveal that Mjolnir not only transformed her into the mighty Thor, but also became a divinity. Jane's last plea was that he not cut himself up to love again, as he had done during their 8 years apart. In the film's last moments, we witness a statue dedicated to Jane the Mighty Thor in New Asgard. Korra tells us about Jane's past as Mighty Thor. Valkyrie and Sif also agreed to teach the kids self-defense so they could defend themselves better in the case of an assault, with a focus on Axel and his developing confidence in his abilities. However, the peek into Thor's home bliss as he observes the ups and downs of motherhood with a strong-willed small girl is a highlight of Korg's epilogue. Well, that's all for today's video. Tell us in the comment section how this video was. I hope that you found this one interesting. If you want to see more videos like this, then please consider subscribing for more. And don't forget to provide us with your valuable feedback. We'll see you in the following video with some more notable celebrities, facts, and stories. And until then, stay tuned.